What's good YouTube? Target here and welcome to another episode of Design and Manage, my city Skylines and modded Let's Play series. In the last episode I have started building this new district that you are seeing on the screen, and today I think we are going to continue it. So without further ado, let me explain you what I have in mind. Alright, so we already have this part over here developed. And on a past episode I've mentioned that today we would expand the layout to the other side of the railroad, and I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pretty much expand this layout to this part over here. I need to think of a road system, and I'm even going to take my time and modify this interchange over here. I think I'm gonna change it as well because I don't really like how it looks. I think it can be much smaller, and it doesn't even look that good, and look at the amount of traffic that is flowing through here. I think we can make it better. Oh, and it looks like we have just won a football match. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can have a glimpse of the people getting out of the stadium. Oh, look at this! We have an almost full cable car. Finally! Okay, so before I was rudely interrupted by my football team winning that game. How dare they? I was talking about this, so yeah, I'm gonna change this interchange. I'm gonna think of a new layout. I'm not sure if I'm gonna turn it into a time-lapse, but I'm definitely going to take my time on building this, and I'll meet you guys a couple of minutes or seconds. Depends on what I do in my video editing software. See you in a sec. Alright guys, this is what I came up with. It took way longer than I expected because I started doing this interchange, and eventually I switched to this industrial layout, and I spent most of my time working on this. Anyway, let me just show you what I've done. So the first things first is I have deleted that angle interchange, and I've split the traffic this way. So if you're on this highway you can only go over here, and you will have the option to keep going forward and lead into the city, or go to the left and lead into the industrial layout, and also this industrial loop as well. If you want to get out of the city, you can simply grab this highway over here that you can grab on this side of the layout. Initially I had made a tunnel that would connect all the way over here, but I doubt trucks would be willing to come all the way over here and grab the highway just to get out. So I think this was the ideal change. I've also worked quite a lot on this avenue. I have removed a lot of intersections. First things first, I had these roads crossing into this avenue, both of these layouts, and I simply made some bridges that connect the layout directly to this main avenue, or this main road, because it's not an avenue, but I should probably convert it into one because there's quite a bit of traffic flowing through here, but I'll work that on a future episode. Another thing that I've done is turn this into a one-way road, so the only traffic that comes into this segment are actually trucks that want to get into the industrial loop. If you remember, if you've been following me for quite a few time, you would remember that I had these tunnels that were previously disconnected, and they were meant to connect to this layout, and that's exactly what I've done on this episode. So in order to get out of the loop you can catch this tunnel, and you will pretty much have the option to lead over here and also over here. if you want to get into the loop from this area, you can grab the tunnel over here and leave at around this location. Maybe I can split this into two and provide another on point, probably around over here, or maybe even at this side. I'm still not sure, but for now I will keep it as that. Another thing that I've done, but eventually I deleted, was connect this railroad to this segment of railroad that I'm highlighting with my mouse, to this railroad over here, so that this station can be used to export cargo. So again, if you have been following me, you know that I have these two train stations that have very different purposes. This one is to import-export goods internationally, so this is the only train station that has a connection to the outside world, so to say. And this railroad is meant to provide cargo from this industrial area to our cargo station on our commercial sector that we have over here. Oh, this actually feels quite strange because it's been a while since we have been in this corner of the city. Yeah, if you had forgotten, this is how it looks like. But anyway, as I was saying, so these two cargo stations have very different purposes, but as time passed and the city grew, I found out that this station was getting too overcrowded with trucks that want to export goods to outside the city, as you could probably see a few seconds ago. So I had the idea of connecting this train station or this cargo station to this railroad, so that this station can also be used to export goods internationally, or the cargo traffic would be split into two different stations. Unfortunately, this interchange was very small, very tiny, and I pretty much had a lot of cargo trains getting stuck. So I just deleted it, and I will work on this in a future stage. Finally, I have brought the tram line all the way over here. If you'd remember, it would pretty much end at about this location, but now provided a way to connect to this side of the city, and hopefully we'll have more people using the tram. We still have some dead connections, don't worry about that. That's only because part of the pathway is actually flooded. It will go back to normal as I fix this issue. Somebody mentioned this is happening because these things over here are overflowing the city, and I agree with you. This is something that I need to address. In the future I will take care of this properly, but for now I will just change the location of this, so that, let me see, maybe I can put it, I'm gonna put them on this side of the river just for the time being, but eventually in the future I will take care of them properly and I will provide a proper connection. I'm also going to put just a wind turbine to provide power to this. Again, this is just a temporary solution. In the future I will have to move these things to other location. And as you can see, the issue got pretty much fixed right off the bat. And it seems that we have... oh, look at this. Yep. I am definitely a forest fire summoner. Finally, just to wrap up this explanation, there's also another thing that I want to do in the future, which is replace this custom cloverleaf interchange for a custom one that I will do probably in a future stage. But for now, I think that's gonna be it. Of course, this area will eventually have to be reworked all over again. I will come back to it in a future stage. For now, let's just move on to the main topic of this episode, which is to expand the road layout. And the first thing that I want to do is delete a segment of this tram, or maybe I can just grab a road and make a quick connection at about over here. Okay, maybe I'm gonna delete this and I'm gonna connect it. Let's see, I'm gonna make a small segment of road and I'll connect it all the way over there. Okay, and I think I can connect the tram line like this. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, there we go. Very good. Oh, by the way, I didn't talk about this, but this square is just so that trams can pretty much go around, so that it doesn't end up in a dead end like you have over here. I think I want to make a road that comes at about over here. I want to continue this road at about, let's say over here. And maybe I can delete a segment of this and connect it with a curve. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And now we can connect this over here. Perfect. And now we can just continue the layout. Perhaps I can even connect this a bit better. Let me try and do this. There we go. And now, just to wrap up this layout, I'm gonna make a small segment over here. And now I'll just connect these two together like this. And maybe I can even connect them like this. And just to make things a bit interesting, I'm gonna provide a few more roads, a few more intersections. I don't recommend doing this in areas that you expect them to get a lot of traffic, because creating all these interchanges or these intersections will create a chaotic traffic congestion. So that's something you don't want to do. But because I don't expect a lot of traffic in this area, I think I am okay by doing this. Now what I'm doing is just trying to make these connections a bit better. Yeah, I think they look good. Yeah, I really like this. And now just to wrap this thing up, I think I'm gonna make a proper interchange at about over here, because this intersection is creating quite a bit of problems and we cannot have that. So what I think I'm gonna do is pause the simulation, delete all of this, and I'm gonna grab my avenue. I'm gonna continue it all the way over here. I'm gonna go up by 1. Oh, this is on the maximum density. It shouldn't be, should be like this. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And now you just connect it. Maybe I can go a bit further. And there we go, connected. And now I just need to find a way to connect all of these things properly. First things first, I'm gonna convert this into an avenue. Okay guys, I don't know how well this is going to work, but there's only one way to find out. For now I'm just connecting all of these like this. And hopefully this will be good with traffic, but I don't know. Let's just check it out. Let me delete this. Let's see how well it looks. It looks not very good, honestly. Maybe I can make this a bit better. If I come at about over here and go by 1, 2. Now I'll just connect it. Yeah, it looks much better. So what I'm gonna do is do the same to the other corners. Okay, finally I wanna turn this into an avenue. I think we're gonna keep the road that follows just as a normal road. I think we can connect it. Let's just rebuild this because it's just getting annoying at this point. And let's connect it like this. Okay, and finally we just have to convert these roads into highways. And let's try and do that. Oh, there we go. It seems that we have a bit of trouble upgrading this one. Perhaps we can change it. Let me just try and rebuild this through here instead. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm gonna delete it for now because first things first, we gotta check out if this works. So let's just resume the simulation and see how well this thing deals with traffic. Well. what do we have here? Way to interrupt the time-lapse. Anyway, it seems that we have reached a long-awaited goal. And we are now a metropolis of 50,000 people, and with these we unlock quite a few things. Well, not a lot of them, but very interesting things. First things first, we unlock a new tile to purchase, which is something that I'm gonna do in a future stage. And we also unlock the airport. Now, I'm not gonna use the airport just now because I wanna wait until the next milestone, the megalopolis, which is the one that you unlock when you reach a population of 65,000, because we will unlock the international airport, and this is the thing that I want to place in my new island. But anyway, we were checking out this interchange. I think it is working quite well for the time being, so I think we're going to keep it and we'll see how well it works. But for now I think I just need to rebuild this tram line. Let's see if I can do that. Alright, very simple. Oh, I almost forgot, we cannot leave this as an avenue. That's just silly. So let's convert this into a highway. And I think this also needs to be a highway. Like this, there you go, yep, perfect. Okay, so now that the road layout is complete, I think we can move on to the zoning of this part. But before that, I want to complete the tram line because this icon is pretty much annoying me. So I think I'm gonna turn all of this into a tram line that connects at about over here. Pretty good. And I even think I'm gonna provide a few stops. I think I'm gonna put one over here. Yeah, there we go, and I think I'm gonna put another one over there. Okay, and now we can delete this. Why can I not delete this? Oh, there we go, perfect. And let's connect it with quite a curve. And now we don't need this. Moving on to parks, there's actually something that I want to share with you. So as you can see, we have this very small block over here of 2x4, and we also have a couple of them on this new layout. And I've been messing around in the asset editor, and I've pretty much built my first park. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, here you go. Targets park with grill, 2x4. This is something that I have created, and it's basically a 2x4 park, as the name suggests. So I'm gonna place it right about over here, and leisure should improve quite significantly. There we go. And let me just show you how this looks like. Well, it's pretty much a fountain, some trees, a simple pathway, and a little grill that you can find at about over here, and a few tables. I don't know, this is just something that I've made while I was messing up with the asset editor. Trust me guys, this looks much better on a normal map that doesn't have any snow. Like this is just, how do you say it, uncolorful. But yeah, this is something that I might do in the future. I might do a bunch of custom parks for specific corners of my city. I think that will be quite interesting. But for now I think I'm gonna place a few more of these. So I have this location over here, so I'm gonna place one over there, and maybe I'm gonna put one here and another one over here. I'm gonna delete this one. Okay, very good. And I've also noticed that we have a few blank spots on this side of the city, so I think I'm gonna zone a few blocks of commercial on this roundabout just to fill in the gaps. I think I'm gonna make these commercial blocks occupy this space a bit better, so I think I'm gonna turn this into a big building and turn this into a 3-block buildings. Now I'll just have to delete them and force them to grow all over again. Whoa, look at the amount of traffic that has accumulated on this area. Okay, so this is definitely going to need some work. One of the things that I can do right now is upgrade this to a 6-lane avenue, and I think I'm gonna do it spot over here, this one as well, and this one as well. And you know what? I think I'm gonna do all of that until over here. I think I'm gonna turn this to avenues with trees. There we go. Very good. I don't know why, but this lost a bridge. I think I wanna get it back. I wonder if I can do it. Let me just delete this. And there we go. Much better. I think I'm gonna continue this pedestrian pathway all across the railroad. So I am gonna grab it. Just grab the right point and continue it until over here. I think I'm gonna do something along these lines, and I'm gonna make a north point over here, and the north point, let's see, over here. Delete this, connect it over here. Pretty good. And I think I'm gonna bring it down all the way until here, because this is where the tram stop is, and we actually have some people already. That's pretty insane. And I think I'm also gonna come all the way over here, and bring it to this stop as well. So yeah, there you go. Very good. And I think I can even connect it there. Okay. And just to make this look a bit better, I am gonna delete this. Oh, and look at that. Look at the amount of people coming here to catch a tram. And to come to this park as well. Look at how many people are using my custom park. Oh, this is beautiful. I wonder if they can use this grill over here. I don't think so. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, just to make this thing better, let me just delete this. I think I'm gonna do something that will come at about over here. Make a middle point right about there. And now we just need to find an interesting way of connecting this. Maybe I can connect this one like this. Pretty good. And now we need to find another way of connecting this one. We'll connect them like this for now, because I might need to do something with this little segment. Now that we are on the subject of pathways, somebody mentioned that this pathway over here that goes on top of the monorail is way too tall, and I agree. Just look at the height of this thing. So I think I'm gonna turn it into a tunnel. Let's try and take care of that right in this instant. Alright, check this out. Unfortunately, the height was too high for me to go directly from here to here and make a smooth slope. So I've decided to do this interesting loop. Of course, it's not the most efficient because people have to walk quite a long way to go to the tunnel, but it looks great and people are using it nonetheless. So I think we're gonna keep it. I like it. Alright guys, but it's time for us to end the episode. We have successfully developed this new layout, and we already have all the roads in place and also the pedestrian pathways, and on the next episode I think we can start zoning it. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to work on our island project. I didn't have time for that, but I can at least tell you or reveal you what is the next step. So as you know, we are going to have a oil specialized industry on this location, on this side of the island, and initially I didn't plan on adding a cargo station to this place, but now that I think about it, if we are going to do this right, I think we should add a cargo station. So probably on the next episode, if we have time, I am gonna put a cargo station over here that will connect pretty much to this dead end that we already have. So yeah, that's gonna be the plans, and it seems that we already are starting to have a forest fire. Hopefully these 3 helicopters will be able to put it out. It would be quite pathetic if they didn't. But thankfully it's... no! Wow, this is just ridiculous. Okay, there you go. For a second there I thought a single tree would cause a forest fire with 3 helicopters right on its tail. Okay, but that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If so, please consider giving it a like, it will help out my channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to follow the development of this city. If you have any suggestions for things that I should build in the future, please leave a comment. I always love to hear your feedback. And finally, if you want to connect with me online, don't forget to follow me on social media. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and as always, have fun!